4 times in this game. It's a team that does pretty good overall handling the ball.
Thomas drives, slipped into Sweden.
Right side to Combs. Darrell Combs to Henderson. And the Jags are going to look for the last shot of the quarter. Driving the lane, jackknife move up off the glass.
With the weave. I mean, you hope you get more movement, and this is what you get results.
Josh James.
See, again, I talk.
Rolls off. Thomas, another shot for 3. That rattles through.
Orris, the lob out left of the circle to Severin. Jacks down 1, 16:05 left. Pass left wing tipped. Thomas the steal.
Get you into your basic offense. Kellon Thomas on the finish.
And it was 3, but gives them another stretch 5 on the floor.
Watch Cabellas guarding Combs early. Nice finish.
Patterson again plays the passing lanes. Thomas finishes.
Well, when they back to controlling what they can control, and that's their play on the defensive end here.
Pioneers have been outscored by 13 points in the second half, and this one's going to go.
Returns also. And Darrell Combs after about a 2.5-minute respite. And this is the shooting lineup for IUPUI. Kellon Thomas proves my point.
Thomas now looking for a lane, dribbles in, puts that one up, hard off the rim. The rebound comes out. And
in the game, we referenced Owens and Martin for ORU. I think Thomas received the. Has at least slowed the tide of momentum for IUPUI. They've kept it a 10-point game. In lane, opens up for Thomas and connects from mid-range. Neither team has yet to connect on a field goal. Third different player. Third time's the charm. Game, racing down Matt Mooney, lets fire. Beep, beep, here we go. Kellon Thomas down the floor, finds Matt O'Leary. Senior night lay-in for the young.
In terms of your transition game is incredibly important.
And a young man that spent time at Iowa. That'll get your attention around these parts. Thomas goes right by him. Combs got that one. Thomas to tie it up. Yes, sir. Kellon Thomas. Holmes saves it. Now IUPUI trying to beat this zone down the floor, which is exactly what they do. Big have guarded that any better.
No, I think he did what he could do. He was able to get separation. Orris was able to get some separation. How about Kellon Thomas again?
And redshirted. That allowed him an extra year for a graduate transfer. And he and Michael Orris for South Dakota State as Kellon Thomas.
Pass is going to turn into a 2-3. That's what it'll look like.
Backdoor cut to Patterson, scores with the left hand.
You love it. So don't need those passes.
Thomas in the lane,
yes,
to the basket and score.
Win.
Good recovery by Ties to close out on Combs. Hall got his bearings, and
Hall does a nice job of playing within himself. Doesn't look.
Thomas got the basket.
Thomas pulls up for the jumper. Knocked down, back
Here, and he comes in, his numbers call, man, he delivered.
Thomas 3.
He's gone 4 and 3, but gives them another stretch 5 on the floor.
Watch Cabellas guarding Combs early. Nice finish.
Kellon Thomas, right-hand dribble, up top, off to Ron Patterson, the junior from Indianapolis, a transfer from Syracuse, very athletic wing. Driving Thomas, pull up right of the circle, 12-footer around.
And Young unable to play today because of concussion protocol. O'Leary, Thomas.
That's how you play. That is
got a piece, and eventually O'Leary out of there with the board. And Thomas with the nifty move.
And almost another turnover, and it is. Thomas comes up with the steal. Combs running down court, 2-on-2. Combs, good look for three. Samuelson late on the closeout.
Plenty of time on the shot clock, obviously. Combs going to drive with the right hand. Back out O'Leary. McCall, ball movement to the corner. Three, give it.
Well, you know what I love about the people in South Dakota, North Dakota? They love their basketball. We've seen it travel here. Another three put up. You cannot give this guy.
This is where IUPUI has found their most success offensively. It eventually leads to an open three that Kellon Thomas connects.
Brent at the top of the key. Kellon Thomas driving inside. Tough runner and gets it.
And you see with Flack out, they might want to double a little bit more because of the personnel that they have out there.
This is Kellon Thomas for three, and he gets that one to go.
Speaking of factors defensively inside, his second block of the game for IUPUI. Thomas calls his own number.
A nice closeout there by Ward.
Open three again, and once again. Werner forced him into a tough shot. Here comes McCall leading the break. Thomas, quick move. That one goes. Thomas.
All no good. Rebound O'Leary. Shovels quickly to Thomas. Hustles it down the floor. Thomas puts up the jumper. Got it. And a foul.
O'Leary back in this game for IUPUI.
Hall inside for the jam. Nice fight.
Four shooters surrounding Evan Hall on the floor for IUPUI.
O'Leary's got a mismatch that they didn't go to.
Thomas! Leading rebounder per game at 6.5 caroms a contest. Thomas. Kellon Thomas, his first field.
Nice move and a feed inside, and that one goes down.
Getting the bucket.
O'Leary squaring up against the junior Wilson. Inside, Brennan comes up with the loose ball in the paint.
In and out. Rebounded by Thomas. 2-on-2 down the floor. Thomas bouncing. And
he's just played very, very well. You know, a couple of bounces and a heat-seeking missile.
Thomas for three, and that one is.
Get that leadership role a little bit more. I think this year he's going to have a really solid season for the Badgers.
The team has yet to connect on a field goal. Third different player. Third time's the
ECU 1,750 all-time victories. Kellon Thomas.
Combs comes up with the steal. Henderson, long three, and that finally breaks the.
There, and he guided him through that transition before retiring, and I think that helped lay the foundation for even what we've seen this year out of the Kyle.
Surrounding Evan Hall on the floor for IUPUI.
O'Leary's got a mismatch that they didn't go to.
Thomas. These two teams combined to literally make 23s a game. Thomas will take the 2 and ties us at 5. Thomas lets a man fly by and connects on the mid-range jumper.
Good.
Karam's a contest. Thomas. Kellon Thomas, his first field.
O'Leary finally gets the
call. It's Patterson finding Thomas in the corner, and he knocks down the track.
Try to take it to the rim.
Couple of empty trips for both teams. Thomas trying to fix that and gets the friendly bounce. Misses the layup, then blocked away by Brennan.
Man.
And Thomas, left hand, got it. 5-point game.
Guy, how good this team could be, no doubt about it. Thomas off.
Matt O'Leary should not have a problem getting to double-digit rebounds this evening for IUPUI. Thomas lets a man fly by and connects on the mid.